Tennessee Titans. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. This defense for the Titans, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Kevin Farley. And the Titans will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard mark. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Ready? Trap 50, trap 50. Warrior 70.
To the air on first down, here's Willis. Open man is McMahon. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. The Titans at 13-1 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now, because to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way, because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Willis to throw once more. That's going to be caught. And it's a Titans touchdown. Traylon Burks hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans use the early turnover to get on the board first in this one. Extra point by McGriffin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Kevin Farley.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum. He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. Here's Willis. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
No check.
Now a handoff up the middle. Kidd. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. That's caught by McMahon. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes it so down just shy of the 20. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a 1st down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Left wing 19.
To throw, here's Willis. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Racey McMath from 21 yards away. And the Titans lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. Mahomes now on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive. It's a quick 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Hey, Clash. 10 to 11, 10 to 11.
On 1st down, Willis.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Hurt. 19 tight.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Willis.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
19 Tiger.
3rd down, it's Willis.
Wide open receiver complete. And he will have the Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Willis will look to pass again here.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
18, 5 years. Hustle.
On 2nd and very short,
Willis.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Check match. 3.
On 3rd down, Kidd. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Willis now off play action.
His throw incomplete.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in.
Let's go now.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Back to throw, Willis. And brought in downfield by Burks.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Check, contact, check, contact. Check.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Willis, and that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Touchdown!
Racey McMath
with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Titans go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Back in 60.
Following the fumble recovery, Willis. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire underneath.
And it's a Titans touchdown. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Titans are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it is 28-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Titans are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him?
And that's caught inside the 35. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, it's Willis to throw it.
Just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
2nd down. Here's Willis.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack.
Trap 60.
Here's Willis on 3rd and long.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And he'll try and throw here on the fake.
Got it inside the 10. Still not a first yet.
They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the 2nd half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
On 1st down, Willis.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Get this down around the 47-yard line.
I tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Now a give, right side. Kidd. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. They go play action with Willis.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Racey McMath.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good.
And that makes this 35-0 now. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 27, Mahomes.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard, where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Now Willis on 1st and 10.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
3rd quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Kidd. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 3rd down, it's Willis.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Willis.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
He's got the first down, and more than that, touchdown! Racey McMath.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Titans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
He's got his man. That's Hardman.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
There on the stop was Leo Chanel.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
18 Rebels, 18 Rebels, left 19.
On 2nd and 9, Willis. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. Yeah. They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now Willis.
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And it's a Titans touchdown.
Racey McMath,
39 yards.
And the Titans get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now here's Ross. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you would have. We enjoy our time at the table. Some of the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Now Willis on third down.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Up the middle they go. Kidd. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 72 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him.
Touchdown! Racey McMath, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Titans extend their fourth-quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Catch is made by Hardman. The 20. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by Butker is on target as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as he just held on to that big lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. Mahomes now to throw. And now here is another interception. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Well, fans usually love to see scores.